All right. Landon already told us about the Big Island. This is his. What is all this again? What'd you call it?
The Chicago, the city of Missouri. So, and then True Hydrate, biggest building. And then.
So Landon already told me the biggest one. You don't have to do that again, or are you gonna give a quick summary?
I'm just gonna tell you all the names.
And I thought it was real cool, so I wanted to get it on video real quick.
And then luxury.
And he said that he calls that one Chicago or Shy.
The main island, Chicago.
And what? You told me you did that because you like to draw and you like the city of Chicago?
So, and then this is the exobacterian towers. And then there's a bunch of other stuff here. A big splash with a bunch of fast food restaurants, pint towers, and then Tetris.
And where was my favorite place that was also the most expensive place that I would want to go?
On the cruise out to Jamaica.
Jamaica. And how'd you get that sound?
Yacht.
Wow. How'd you get that name? Part of it's Jamaica and then
Jamaica.
Okay.
And then there's these giant things that we think the Mayan and Aztecs made out of a bunch of different materials, and they protect the Mayan. So every time something bad happens, all of these go to work in their different ways. If something bad happens on this part of the island, probably this, and this will all protect their islands and stuff, and these will protect that island. And then and then that's it, I think. And then there's the San Diego National Park, and then so now we're gonna go to the second biggest island, and then we'll talk about why every single island has an orb on it, which protects it, and they all do different things. But we'll talk about that one doesn't have an orb later, whenever we get to that one, which is after this one. So that was Chicago, and this is Sajana. So Chicago, Sajana. So we tried to make it Subcago, but that didn't sound very good, so we made it, what did I say it was again? Subjana?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
We'll have to watch the video.
Yeah. And then, so this is just like a huge souvenir shop, and then this is a little motel, the Palms Motel, and then there's a bunch of pretty big apartments over there. And then a bunch of those that protect the second biggest island. A bunch of those. I'm gonna call them. Well, these are all just. I'm just gonna call them Kobos. So these are all giant Kobos. All the big ones are Kobos.
And there was another decent sized island or city right north of where yours was, but now it's all gone. Whose was that, and what was that called? Anna's, and now it's all gone. What was that one called, Anna?
Dad, I'm in the middle of mine.
Well, I just noticed and wanted to give Anna a little video time. I thought it might have a name or something.
Cloud City is her name. Yeah.
Cloud City? And she took it all down because Daddy said he might have to go to the bathroom tonight, and this is going to be kind of tricky.
And then Dad.
Bad dad status right there, huh? Sorry.
Dad, and then we're right here, and now here's the weird one. So this is actually an artificial island / nuclear power plant.
Okay.
So this is the Chicago power plant.
Okay.
Sorry, actually no, I'm not going to call it the Chicago power plant. I'm going to call it the Drapian power plant. And then, so we've got the main smoke tower, the second main smoke tower, the building where everybody works in, and then the third one. Okay, now we're going to go, and this one doesn't have a name, it's just a nuclear power plant, and it's an artificial island, and it's just all metal, there's no beach, it's just this giant metal plate in the middle of the ocean. So, now we're at this one, which is Napian, and this is the orb. And Dad, all the islands are named after the god, and all of these are gods. Okay. So this is the god of Mapian, and that's the god. And then so like we got this little house here. There's one little house, and you don't want to know how much that costs to be right there on the edge of whatever this was called again. I forgot what it was called. I'm gonna have to watch the video again.
More or less than 10 million.
Yeah.
What is it? More or less?
More or less than 10 million?
Yeah.
Less.
It's less than 10?
8 million.
8 million? Wow. Is that one of the most expensive properties? Is there anything more?
Yeah.
What would
like
be
expensive?
what would be more pricey than that?
That one over there. Because that one's a little bit bigger.
And it's next to the god.
And it's closer to the orb thing.
Okay.
And they get super pricey because that one's literally protected by like everything.
Prime real estate, huh?
So it's basically paying for that thing almost. It's like that price plus the house combined.
Wow.
So, and now we're back to this island, which whatever it was called. And then, I know what you're wondering what these are. These are all like, these are geysers. This whole entire island is covered with geysers. This is a national park. It's an island and a national park. It's Geyser National Park.
Quick question then. Does your whole thing have one name together? Like each island has a name, but is it like a whole, does it have its own name?
No, they're all in
They're
the
all
city,
like
whatever.
individual.
They're all in the country of.
What's the country?
I said it at the beginning of the video.
What was it? It was, they're all in one country.
Yes, they're all in one
It was
country.
just
And that's the name of the big island.
The big island was that
Yeah. the big
Dracago.
We can watch the video again. Okay, next up, we're going to the island of Gemini, and it's the god Gemini, and then this isn't a national park. It's basically just a giant sand island out in the middle of nowhere. There's pretty much nothing on it besides this and one little house. And then there's like these little islands sticking out. It's basically a sandbar that got too big to sink again. So, then what's next? Oh yeah. This is the only one that's not named after God. I don't know why. But, it's named after somebody. Marco Polo.
Oh, nice.
That's the name of it.
Nice.
So if you want to play Marco Polo, come to this nice shallow island. There's shallow waters and it's good for swimming. So go ahead and play Marco.
Good for
Polo.
families then.
Yep. But no hotels.
No hotels? Well, that's like the.
Not even houses.
That's like the Shell Island here. They say it's like uninhabited or whatever. They don't even have bathrooms or anything there. It's all just natural beauty. So
This is just natural beauty.
So that's like you go
Dad,
take a
these
boat
are
ride.
natural beauty because they were created a long time ago. Nobody even knows who created them. They just think that it's the Aztecs.
Nice.
So, and then what's next?
That blue one. Did you get the blue one yet?
The blue one? No, this is bigger.
Oh, you're going. Okay. Yeah, I got you. That's right. You said you're going from the biggest to the smallest.
Okay, so this is Powie, and what are those things called that that part of that that park down there, and it was like all weird water and stuff? What are those things called?
The jetties?
Jetty. This is basically a jetty with just a little. It's an island. It's like a natural jetty.
Okay.
So it's just a huge pile of rocks that got piled up, and then a little bit of sand.
It's kind of long, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Then it
it's
creates
like
a nice.
bunch of boulders that got sand on top of them, so it made like a solid surface.
I got you. Sand washed onto the rocks and
Yeah.
basically kind of filled them all out, made its own little island.
Yeah.
Okay. So then in between the big island and that island, I'm sure that water's probably kind of calm a little bit then?
Dad, this is actually the god of shelter. So everything from about this point, it's all safe.
Oh, cool.
So there's like no big wave. Dad, literally, if you did a cannonball into the water over here, it wouldn't do anything. It just have this little itty bitty ripple, and that's it. It wouldn't make a splash or anything.
Wow.
That's how protected.
So calm?
it is. Yeah. And there's not one wave there. It's like a lake. Except whenever you do a cannonball, it doesn't move.
Okay.
And there's no fish that live in there.
Okay.
And it's fresh water.
Interesting.
It just goes right from here, fresh water to salt water.
Gotcha.
It's weird. And then, so next up, we went from here. Which one of these is bigger? Can we forget about everyone? No. Dad, which do you think's bigger, the green one or the big blue one?
The blue.
Yeah, probably.
They're close.
These are two different islands, though. Over here.
Then yeah, I would just count those as a smaller then.
Yeah.
Combine them
The
though.
blue is the Fiji island. You might think that I copied off that water bottle brand or something. Or the island of Fiji. I'm actually going to change it. I'm going to call it Fujita. Yeah, that sounds good. And there's, again, nothing on it. Just that giant, weird thing. And then last but not least, probably the weirdest island of the
Aww.
What?
I love when you say last but not least. You used to always say that when you had races and stuff. I haven't heard you say it that much lately. All right.
Last but not least, the tiniest island of all, and the weirdest probably. So guess what? This used to be all one island. It used to be connected like this.
Yep.
But then one day, this was actually the first of all of this.
Mhm.
None of these were here. This was the first one of these orbs to be made.
Yep.
And this came first. So it was like, you know Pangea, that giant supercontinent?
Yes.
Well, this was around the same time that Pangea was. It was like a little island next to Pangea.
Wow. Still surviving, huh?
Yep. But the weird thing is, it used to be big, but since then the island's corroded, and guess what?
Mhm.
From a bunch of earthquakes that happened out there,
Yes.
the island split in half.
Okay.
And now there's a little stream, a river running through it.
Okay.
Isn't that weird?
Pretty neat, but it makes sense though.
And then I know what you're thinking. Which one came after this one? So this
I thought that
one-
was gonna be the last one.
I know. I'm just summarizing everything.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
I'm telling you which one.
So that was the last one, but you're
Yeah,
talking
that's
in.
the last one.
Okay.
So this. Okay, last thing. This is no longer part of our land. It's part of the nearby whatever place this is nearby.
Okay. And what about, does Anna have a favorite spot?
I don't know. Anna, do you have a favorite spot?
What do you like, Anna? You don't have any favorite spots, really?
But I think I do.
Do you like antibacterial?
Yeah.
He likes the antibacterial.
Why does she like that? Why did you guess that?
Because of all the cool colors.
The colors that are her favorite colors?
No.
And I just knew she was going to torture me from saying that big long name. The antibacterial towers.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so I know what you're thinking. What came after this? Okay, so this used to be about this big.
Uh-huh.
You might think that this came first, right? Since it's the biggest.
Yes.
But that actually came somewhere in the middle. This came first. It used to be this big, but then it started to corrode, and now it's the smallest. Okay, the one that came next was this one, the second biggest island.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, this one came along.
Okay.
And then this one. And then I think that one. And then this one came along. This one was the last of the small islands. And then, sorry, no, before this one, and this one came, and then this one, and then this one, and then that one.
So then what happened? Did Anna's get hit by the earthquake and it get swallowed up in a trench and it disappeared, or what,
I
Anna?
don't know. And then Dad, you know this one, because this one was man-made. This one happened 1 million, 2 million years after this one happened.
All right, yes.
After the last one happened.
Okay. Good deal.
Dad, but you know what was weird? About whenever the Indians lived on here, guess
Uh-huh.
what?
Yeah.
Randomly, okay, this is the weirdest fact ever.
Okay.
Randomly out in the ocean, they were in a little canoe going by this island. And this used to be a lot smaller. It grew. It used to be this big. So they were just rowing the boat through this little area because it was more calm.
Yeah.
And then they're riding it to return, and they're like, huh, because it was just this tiny itty bitty dot. And then they're like, maybe that'll become a new island. And they were right, so they came around there the next day, and it got bigger. There's still no marble there, but it was about this big. And then they came around there the next day, and they're like, and it looked like this.
Uh-huh.
Marble had randomly appeared. So that's proof that someone made it, unless it's just magic.
Right.
And somebody, I mean, maybe that's proof of aliens. Well, I hope you like this video. Dad, will you put this on YouTube?
Sure, I will if you want. And this is a prime example of why parents shouldn't let their kids watch TV, right? Look how creative and cool they can do stuff. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, but I had to throw that in there because that stuff's so awesome, right? I don't think most kids do this kind of stuff, do they? What do you think? You think they do? You don't think so, Anna? Not if they're watching TV all day, are they?
No one could find something.
Because it takes a lot of time to put all that together, doesn't it? You
No
guys...
one could find something to do with this bottle, but let me show you an example.
I turned it into a nuclear power plant smokestack.
Let me show you what you could do with it. You could act like something super cool with it, and you could play a game with it. So, you just stick like a piece of paper you wrote on or something inside of it, and it's a scroll.
See, this is our hotel room, Panama
And it's a
City Beach,
scroll like on
fall
Kung Fu
break.
Panda.
And Landon is 9, and he's about to hit double digits in like
And then
a little over a
now,
week. About 11 days, right?
It's a scroll.
He's gonna be a big
like
giant
on Kung Fu
10-year-old.
Panda. It's a scroll like on Kung Fu Panda now, and you unlock it.
There's nothing on it except for your shiny little face.
Yes, there is nothing on it except shiny bits.
Well, I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.
And there's the beach. You can kind of see some waves. It's about 9:30. And they're doing work out here.
They are?
Well, remember I said I saw the like backhoe coming down the beach? Because they're doing all that pipe stuff way up there.
Guys, this is a real. Well, this is a real ocean view. I know you like the ones from in there on my island, but this is the real ocean view. Dad, don't you wish that really existed?
Yes.
Because wouldn't you like to be safe?
Maybe one day you'll engineer it, huh? Make it? Well,
I'll make
some
a
of
huge model.
some of it's man-made, some of it's not, right?
Most of it's not man-made.
So we got a pier out that way. Does it show up? There's like a blinking light at the end of it, and that you can kind of see those on here. Probably people out there fishing.
Dad, tell them
There's-
about that big party boat we saw earlier.
That was like a cargo ship out there. Anna said it was a party boat, but it was actually a cargo ship, I think.
No, it
Well, we'll just call it a party boat then. That sounds a lot cooler, I guess.
I saw an even bigger boat out there. It looked like the Titanic.
Can you see any lights for boats anywhere?
Yeah, I saw one out there.
A Titanic.
It's like usually you can see them out there. But I
How's
don't...
that seed splashing?
Oh yeah, there's one way out there, isn't there?
You can barely see it though.
Yeah, nothing too close to us tonight, is there?
Except for that giant party boat.
Yeah, that might be over there. Wait, at the end of the pier. You know how at the end of the pier, and then there's a whole bunch of lights? That might actually be that party boat over there. Because it looks farther away, doesn't it? I bet that's it. Because it's so bright.
Dad, can I watch
And it doesn't really look like it connects to that pier now that I look a little closer.
Can I watch a movie? Can I watch
Seriously?
a movie?